Hi Pisces, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading for February. I hope everybody is well. I do want to take a second, Pisces, to remind you that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every single Pisces out there. So guys, just take what resonates for you and leave the rest for someone else. Keep in mind that the energies may reverse, so if it is resonating, Pisces, get in where you fit in. But as always, don't force yourself into a reading. That's just not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Pisces? Pisces. All right, Pisces, you're starting out with the Six of Wands. You have the Moon, and you have the Four of Cups in the reverse. So you're feeling very successful about something. There's been some decisions that have been made. It looks like it is affecting your stability, possibly something about leveling up a relationship. But you're feeling recognized and you're feeling very successful about things. With the Moon, though, there is an energy here of you possibly kind of moving quietly, moving silently, keeping some things to yourself, but deeply intuitive. And that, I mean, Pisces are generally pretty intuitive, so that doesn't surprise me. With the Four of Cups in the reverse, you may have gone through something in the past here that you were analyzing, you were looking at. And now there's something to do with new love or a second chance in love. This is somebody you may have tried to, forget, to move on from, but you were unable to forget that person. So let's look and see who's in your energy. Show me who is in Pisces energy. All right, so the person in your energy, we have the Empress reversed. We have the Ace of Cups in the reverse and the Ten of Pentacles reversed. So this person is going through some sort of a karmic cycle or a karmic lesson. You could be dealing with a Taurus or Libra energy, but you don't have to be. This is somebody you had an ending with. Yeah, there was an ending here, and I feel like this person felt a deep sense of loss, and they're still feeling some sense of loss. This person could have a low self-esteem, or they could be in a poverty mindset. I don't feel like this is someone who is currently nurturing this connection at this time. And with the Ace of Cups in the reverse, this person is feeling very drained. They could also be having some financial issues. Let me see the energy between Pisces and this person. Yeah, Two of Cups in the reverse. This is somebody that you may have even felt like they were a soulmate. This could have ended because of secrets, but you're just not on the same page. I see that there's been an ending with this person, Gemini energy, and I feel like you're not on the same page. And I feel like the person that's in your energy, Pisces, they definitely are struggling here with, finances, and possibly with some self-esteem issues as well. They're very drained right now. But you're feeling successful. You're feeling seen about something. So let me see. Show me what's affecting. Okay, so we have the Hierophant. Taurus energy, Gemini energies here as well. Yeah, the Hierophant has to do with commitment. And that's what's affecting this connection. Now, it could also be... sometimes this can indicate receiving advice from somebody that's either very spiritual or somebody that you look up to, or you feel that that person, is in some manner very spiritual. So what I'm seeing, or possibly even therapy, but what I'm seeing here is that what's affecting the connection is a commitment here. Yeah, it's a commitment. So... but we see that there's been an ending, so I don't know. Let me see the outcome for Pisces, please. Justice in the reverse. Libra energy. Yeah, you're still thinking about this person. You're wondering if there could be a second chance, but you feel like it's not balanced. Either one or both of you feels wronged by the other person, and there's definitely an imbalance in this situation. So we'll have to clarify this. Bottom of the deck is the King of Wands. You could be dealing with an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy, but that's an action card. It's a card of a lot of passion. It's a card of action. So let's see. Spirit, why is the Six of Wands here for Pisces? All right, we have the Knight of Cups and we have the Nine of Pentacles reversed. Be careful that there's not some codependent energy here because, you know, I do see that while you've made some decisions that's bringing some sort of stability towards you, it's also indicating here that the reason why things may have fallen apart in this connection was because of codependent energy. Now, that being said, you have a love offer coming towards you, and you're really eyeing that love offer. Yeah, you're really eyeing it. I feel like either you have a love offer coming towards you or you're giving a love offer to this person, but there's definitely something to do with a decision about a love offer that you're hoping is going to bring stability. Let me see the moon. Why is the moon here? Wheel of Fortune reversed and the Strength card reversed. Are you stuck in fear right now, Pisces? It looks like you're stuck, like things aren't moving forward exactly the way that you want them to. And there's fear. There's a need for you to work on yourself, particularly with codependent energy, but there's some kind of stuck energy here. Intuitively, you know that you need to work on yourself, work on these, you know, whatever these issues are that's keeping you stuck in order for you to move forward in a productive manner. But I see you in some sort of a fear, stuck in fear. About the unknown, possibly the unknown regarding a commitment. Let me see why the Four of Cups is in reverse. Queen of Pentacles, Five of Swords reverse. Yeah, you're definitely working on your own stability. If you've had any financial loss here in the past, which you may have, but I don't really see that because you look pretty stable to me financially. And it's because of the things that you've done to stabilize yourself. If you have been in conflict with this person, you definitely want to come out of that conflict. And I don't see you acting out of pride or ego either. You do need to work on your issues. There's some sort of issues here that need to be addressed because they're keeping you stuck in the unknown. But overall, you're attending to yourself. You're diligently working on your money. You're focused on your work, your children, if you have children, your home. There's self-care that you're doing here as well. But I feel like this person that's in your energy, you thought this would be a missed opportunity. You may have even avoided this person. And at this point, I feel like even though you've tried to move forward, because of something in the past, you're wondering if there is an opportunity to put things in a peaceful way, to balance things out, and to have a second chance here at love. So let's see this person's energy. Show me the Empress in reverse for the person in Pisces energy. Okay, we have the Six of Swords. And we have Judgment in the reverse. Yeah, so this person may have been a little disrespectful towards you as well. I can definitely see that they did not recognize your role in their life, because I feel like you may have been very, very giving and this person didn't recognize that. It's like they tried to move forward and possibly with someone else here because they thought that the grass would be greener on the other side. But they're realizing that they made a poor judgment call. And now I feel like they want to move this connection to a better place. They realize that there's been a lot of chaos. Now, for some of you, the money issue could have been what caused some of the chaos, but I also feel like a lack of self-esteem or a poverty mindset led to chaos. Let me see why the Ace of Cups is in reverse. Regardless, they want to move out of that. Queen of Cups and the Two of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, they're very focused on you. Now, you could be dealing with another water sign, another Pisces, a Scorpio, or a Cancer. Gemini energy is very strong. So what I'm seeing is that there was an ending between the two of you, but this person does love you. They're recognizing that you're not on the same page after this ending. This ending affected them pretty deeply, but they still love you. I just feel that they are keeping a lid on that love for some reason. Let me see why the Ten of Pentacles is in reverse. And there's still some differences here. Whatever these differences are is what's keeping you guys from seeing eye to eye. All right, we have the Four of Pentacles. We have the Five of Pentacles. So this person is feeling abandoned, rejected, and they can't let go of that. They've been holding on to your energy, but they're also holding on to that deep sense of loss and there's a deep sense of rejection and abandonment, which is going to be compounded and even more difficult because this person has some self-esteem issues. So it's not a matter of love, it's a matter of healing. Let me see the energy between Pisces and this person. Show me the energy between Pisces and this person. Okay, so we have the Ten of Cups. That's good. We have Justice. Now, in your outcome, Justice is in the reverse. We have the King of Pentacles. You have the Queen of Pentacles. So you could very well be dealing with a deep soulmate connection, possibly even a twin flame connection. So what I'm seeing here is after this breakup, there's something to do with happiness that enters the picture. This person wants to move towards that. You're moving towards them. I feel like you're trying to balance this connection out, Pisces, because you feel like this would make you happy. And I do feel like this is somebody that is very significant in your life. This person is offering commitment, and we see that commitment is what is affecting the connection. They want to ground this connection, move it forward to a happier place. They feel like they've made some mistakes in the past, and they feel that if they offer this commitment, it will make them happy. You feel like if this can be balanced out, it'll make you happy. So again, I'm not seeing that this is a problem with love and feelings and emotions or even commitment. What appears to be the issue is that there's some unhealed things here. Your person has a lack of self-esteem. They also are holding on to feelings of rejection and abandonment. They could also be in a poverty mindset, and it's draining them. You, on the other hand, have issues that you have to deal with as well that's affecting this connection. It's keeping you stuck in uncertainty, and it has to do with codependency. It has to do with fear of moving forward, fear of the unknown. So it looks like both parties just need to work on your own selves so that you have two complete circles that come together to form that third circle. All right, let me see why the Hierophant is here. Make sure, Pisces, that you're not hiding in a connection to avoid doing your own work, because it won't work if you do that. All right, so we have the Page of Pentacles reversed. We have the Five of Wands reversed. So yeah, any conflicts that you have with this person, I do see those conflicts resolving. I also feel like there could be some things here that you are perceiving about this connection, about about the connection, or about the commitment in the connection, but you're not saying it. There's something that you're not saying, and it looks like it's because of fear. Yeah, there's something here. Some of you could be, this person could be offering commitment and you might initially turn them down because you could be still stuck in the past. I definitely feel, though, that this person wants to resolve conflicts. In their mind, Pisces, no one compares to you. They have felt a deep sense of loss with this connection. Let me see your outcome. I'm definitely seeing conflicts ending. And I feel like the two of you are getting on the same page. So both of those things are positive, but there does need to be some self-reflection and work on self. All right, so we have the Seven of Cups reversed, we have the Sun, and we have the Ten of Pentacles reversed. Are you turning this person down, Pisces? Because I do see you requesting that things be balanced. You're trying to make sure you do the right thing. Some of you could be involved in a legal issue elsewhere. And you could be fearing that there's going to be a deep sense of loss in that. And it does look like that might happen. What I'm seeing in the outcome is you're getting clarity here. Out of confusion comes clarity. I still feel like both of you would choose each other over anyone else. You make this person very happy. So there's something here to do with you choosing them makes them happy. Excuse me. Because they've been holding on to your energy for a while. In your energy, though, I feel like it's almost like intuitively you know that this person has felt this loss. They felt this rejection. You know that they've been holding on to your energy. And I feel like it's almost like some of you are making a decision here about, and I hate to put it this way, but it sounds almost like some of you know that you have this person wrapped around your little finger and you're making a decision about, if you want to press them into those feelings in order to get what you want. And that's not everybody, but I have to call it the way I see it. And I do see that for somebody out there. However, it does look like you will step out of that because it's ego driven and it's something to do with past behaviors that are ego driven. And I do feel like you've worked on yourself a little bit here. There's still work to be done, but I feel like you're going to get those inclinations, get those urges, and then push away from it. Because you do have the clarity here. With the Justice card in the reverse, there's still a sense here that things are not completely balanced out. I do feel like your person is wanting to resolve conflicts, but you're more focused on home and family, that you kind of have your back slightly turned to this person. So with the Ten of Pentacles here in the reverse, I feel like you're not as willing to move this back together. You're willing to resolve conflicts. You feel passionate towards this person, but you're still stuck in a little bit of fear of the unknown. So I feel like you're gonna kind of push them back a little bit as far as a firm commitment. Yeah, because there's something here that intuitively you're saying is not completely balanced out. Now, it could be this person is involved in a legal issue, or you might be. So that could be what's affecting it as well. If you're involved in a legal issue, be very careful with that because it could cause a significant loss for you. If they're the ones involved in a legal issue, I feel like they're going to get clarity on that, but things may not go completely the way they want them to. All right, bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Cups. This is also underlying energy, and this does indicate that you're doing a review of the past. I don't feel like you're ready to completely open up to this person. It's, a process. You're trying to get on the same page, but at this particular time, you're still looking at things from the past, and I feel like, you're kind of putting love a little bit on the back burner. All right, I'm going to pull an oracle card. We had the Lunar New Year's, I think it was on Tuesday. So I'm going to be using the Chinese fortune oracles. Spirit, I'm pulling for Pisces. Pisces. All right, you have number 10. So you've got some sort of a cycle that is ending, but your card reads money. So that's always good to know. Let's see what they're talking about with money. Hold on just a second. All right, it says auspicious times for gaining extra income, career changes, inheritance, property purchase. A time to be wise with all financial dealings. Money losses in the past have caused you grief and anxiety. Care should be taken with spending now. Stay away from impulsive or ill-considered temptations, as this may lead to bad decisions or choices. Financial increases, possible property purchases, or anything involving buying and selling go extremely well. A win is likely, as is a promotion or pay rise. I think that should read pay raise, but whatever. A change around your job is also indicated. This symbol should see a magnificent change of luck. For those that remain positive and prudent, destiny suggests a bigger bank balance, but for this to manifest, debts from the past need to be repaid and spending needs to be cut down. When making a purchase, ask yourself if you really need that new item or if the money is better saved for a more important purchase or put aside for a rainy day. Building a nest egg will attract abundance and could see your income double. You could be at the right place at the right time to snare that deal or win that special prize. Now, I'm also going to read the relationship aspects. It says, beware of temptations around personal relationships. Affairs of the heart may be stormy, but temptations to seek comfort elsewhere could be disastrous. Balance is needed between personal relationships and the need for harmony. Do not lend money to friends, family, or business associates, no matter what the reason, as there is a high chance you will never get the money paid back. All right. Well, I hope that that is helpful for you, Pisces. If you've resonated with this reading, hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. Hype the video if you get the opportunity. And until I see you in your next reading, Pisces, know that you are loved, and namaste.